Hey, hello, I'm Sophie. First time going live on this channel. Well, at least first time going vertical live on this channel. Let's cook together. I thought probably once a week, maybe even more often, I don't quite know. I'm going to go live and answer your questions, show you how I cook gluten free, talk with you, cook together, just spend time together, right? I'll be honest with you today, I'm busy. I'm busy all the time, but I've got lots of things on the menu. So I've got to cook. I've got a busy afternoon with my business, doing coaching and everything. So I've got to do a few things in the kitchen, and I'm just going to be live, do this, show you what I'm doing. I'm Sophie. I'm just an ordinary mom. I have celiac disease. I cook gluten free. I was diagnosed. When was I diagnosed with celiac disease? In 2010. So it's like 15 years ago now. And I've got a family. I've got 4 children. 2 live at home. 3, anyway, we've got 3 still living in and out of home, and they don't have celiac disease, but I cook for my family. I do everything gluten free, right? So I love cooking. I love sharing what I do. I always have to keep it quite simple. It has to be food that the family likes. It has to be budget friendly. That's like super important. And it has to be easy and quick. So let's go. Hence the name of the channel, Easy and Gluten Free, right? If somebody's watching, can you let me know if you can hear? I'm always worried with these phones I'm always worried that people can't hear me, because it's a bit stupid to do a YouTube video if people can't hear me, right? So I tell you what I'm doing, what I'm working on right now. I'll show you. I'm trying a new bread recipe. This is buckwheat, and I've left the buckwheat. So it's kind of, I don't know if you can see. So I bought this buckwheat, a packet, right, of buckwheat. I don't know what it's called, buckwheat. It's not flour, it's the whole buckwheat thing. Because I keep seeing these videos that you can make buckwheat bread with precisely the buckwheat, and you let it cool, you let it soak overnight, then you drain it and you blend it, and you add with some water and salt, and apparently you're supposed to leave it another 24 hours. Hey, hello Emiliano. You can hear me, I hope. Excellent. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. So anyway, I was just saying about this buckwheat bread. Apparently, you just blend it, you let it rest for another 24 hours, and then you cook it. And I've seen quite a few videos that say that it's really nice. So I thought I'm going to try it. It's a bit of a pain, the whole waiting time, right? So it's easy because there's only one ingredient. But on the other hand, I quite like to make bread that's ready quickly. So I don't know, but I thought I've got to try. So that's my first mission for today. I'm going to drain this. It's been soaking overnight. And, well, I'm going to show you how I do that, right? Emiliano, you in Uruguay. Wow. Awesome. Welcome to my channel. Do you have to cook gluten-free as well? Or are you just watching this? So I'm going to get my blender. Now I'll tell you, hold on. I'm going to disappear. I've got a really good blender. I've got a Thermomix. It's a super high-powered blender. So I'm going to use that because it just works really well. So give me a sec. I'm disappearing. I'm going to get the gluten-free blender. Get the blender. It doesn't have to be gluten-free, but I'll turn the camera around. There you go. And there you go. So I've seen videos of this tutorials. They use a completely ordinary blender, right? I just so happen to have a Thermomix, right? That's the Thermomix. Hold on, let me turn my camera around. So yeah, that's what's called a Thermomix, and you can basically, hold on, I'll show you how it works. So the Thermomix is really quite cool, and I believe there's all kinds of variations of them on Amazon. This is actually really expensive. I bought it for myself when I was looking after my dad, and I kind of really needed help. So, but again, there's much cheaper alternatives I've seen on Amazon. But it blends. So you can see it just works, like it's got these really, really good blades in there, and it blends, but it also cooks. So it's kind of like it's a great thing. It's like it's like the 5-star of kitchen cooking appliances. It's really cool. It helps me save a ton of time, and it's quite cool. But as I say, you can use an ordinary blender for this. As far as I know, I'm testing this recipe. I don't know how it's going to work out. So let me just move my kitchen stuff around a bit. There you go. I just got to check. This is good. Yes. So I now have to drain this. So as I say, I'm testing this buckwheat bread recipe. So I'm going to drain this and then blend it. I've got to add water, I think. Hold on a minute. Let me drain it. Where do I drain it? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take this because there's quite a lot actually. Let me turn the camera around so you get to see how I drain this. Hold on a minute. Let me just put this down a bit. There you go. That way I can say hi from the other side of the camera. So, okay. Hi. So, I'll drain it. And I'm told you mustn't rinse it. You just literally drain it. It's quite slimy. It's kind of weird. It's almost like the water's, yeah, it's a bit slimy. I don't know. Anyway, and I don't know if you can see, there's just a little bit of foam in there. But anyway, okay. I'll just go like that. I've no idea if this is going to turn out nice or disgusting. I don't know. I tried another recipe. It was some kind of keto, no sugar, no flour, no, I don't know what, chocolate muffins, and they were not nice. So sometimes you try these recipes, they look amazing in the video, but actually they're not that nice. So I don't know, I'm hoping this will turn out nice. If it does, I'll make a video. I'll make a proper video. It's kind of a bit slimy. It's kind of weird. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so I've got that. And now I'm going to pop it in the blender. Let me turn the camera around. So, there you go. There I am again. This is the first time I'm doing a live like this on this channel. But I really want to grow this channel. I want to make more videos. So I thought I've got to take you in my kitchen sometimes and just do live videos. Okay, YJ Scorpio says, me searching for weird people, but I keep finding nice older people. Older people? What do you mean? Do you think I'm old? I'm not old. I'm super young and fit. No, I feel young, but I'm not that young. But I'm very fit. And that mostly because I eat well. I eat well and I exercise. I eat clean. I really do. I try to, take good care of this body, right? So I'm going to pop this into the Thermomix. Let's do that. Oh, it's slimy. It's weird. Huh. I guess it can start, it's kind of fermenting a bit, you know. So I should just do that. And yeah, then I literally just put the buckwheat in a bowl and added some cold water yesterday. Oh, first I rinsed it. That's not true. First I rinsed it a long time. I put it in a sieve and I really rinsed it, right? And then I added cold water and that's it. Again, I just followed the recipe. Now I need 200 milliliters of water. So I'm going to get this to measure the water. Bear with me for a minute. I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to get the water ready. That's not me. Oh, hold on. No, that's too much. And actually, my Thermomix, it does everything. So I can measure the water. So 200 milliliters. I've got 500 grams of buckwheat. So it was, I bought a packet, 500 grams of dried buckwheat, put it in there, rinsed it first, then soaked it in cold water overnight. And now I've drained it. I'm adding 200 milliliters of water and some salt. So I don't know. I think I'm going to add 5 grams of salt, to be honest. It's going to be quite a lot. Because it's got to be salty. I mean, yeah. It's probably about a good teaspoonful of salt, right? Okay. So now it's going to make a horrible noise. Bear with me. Because I'm going to blend this like massively. So, okay, let's just cover our ears for like about a minute. I'm going to blend it, okay? I'll be back. Okay, let's see what's happened, right? Is it done or not? Oh, yeah. Kind of is, I think. Hold on. Just get to check that there's no bits. No, not really. Look. It's like all, do you see? It's kind of like all, yeah, it's all mushy. It's just liquid. So, what I'm supposed to do now is put it back in the bowl. I'm just going to rinse the bowl. And by the way, if you have any questions about gluten-free cooking, about celiac disease or anything like that, please let me know. So, I'm just going to pour this in. So for anyone joining right now, I'm experimenting, trying one of these recipes, which is buckwheat bread. It's just buckwheat. You take the whole grain, You soak it, you blend it, and then you cook it. I've never done it before. It looks delicious on videos, but I don't know. I'm a bit skeptical. To be honest, I'm skeptical. Okay, so now I'm pouring this. Oh, I wish you could see this. This is beautiful and satisfying. Hold on a minute. I'll show you. Okay, can you see it? How it kind of just, wow. You know? It's pretty kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It's quite, yeah, it's satisfying. It's liquid and smooth, you know, it looks really smooth. So let's hope it's nice. I don't know. Let's just hope it's nice. I have a suspicion somebody's going to ring on my doorbell. It's, I live in Switzerland. It's 10:15 in the morning, 10 a.m. And we have a guy coming to check the boiler. So maybe somebody's going to ring on my doorbell. I don't know. As I said, let me know. Where are you commenting from? Emiliano commented from Uruguay in South America. There's 3 people watching now. I'd love to know where you're watching from. More likely you either in South America or, well, no, actually, because South America is asleep right now, right? You're probably more in Europe, like me, or in Asia, where it's, you know, you're ahead of me. Maybe in Australia. I'd love to know where you're watching from. And do you have celiac disease? Do you have to eat gluten-free? Or do you just eat gluten-free by choice? Yeah, let me know. I was diagnosed in 2010. And to be honest, it changed my life, the diagnosis, for the better. Everybody felt really sorry for me, but I said, don't feel sorry for me. This is really awesome. Like I started feeling so much better. After I was diagnosed and I got rid of gluten in my life, oh my God, it just made such a difference. Anyway, okay, so with my buckwheat bread experiment, that's it, that's me done. So look, this is pretty jelly-like, it's quite liquid, and I've done that, and I've got to let it stand for another 24 hours, it says, which means that I can only cook it tomorrow, which to me, I think is going to be the major drawback of this recipe. Because when I feel like bread, you know, I need bread, I need it right away. I wonder what would happen if I cooked it now. I don't know. Anyway, it's buckwheat. Buckwheat is a very weird name, right? Because it's not wheat. It's not wheat at all. I hear that buckwheat isn't even a cereal. It's like I don't know what it is, a grain or something. I don't know what it is. But anyway, a flour or something like that. So that's that. That's that done. And now I'm going to prepare. Other stuff. So hold on a minute. Let me just do this. I'd love to know what's your favorite cooking appliance. Like for me, honestly, the Thermomix is so great. I love it. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to turn the Thermomix off. I don't need it anymore for today. And I'm going to tidy up a bit around here. And then I'm going to move on to the next thing. The next thing I want to do is prepare a chicken marinade because I want my chicken for tonight to marinate. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to make a salad dressing and prepare a salad for lunch with some sausages for my kids and for me, I think. So we'll see. Anyway, let's move on. I'm going to put this away. I'll be back in a sec. I'm still here in the background, talking. There you go, I'm back. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you get to see me and I can chat while I'm cleaning things up a bit. I don't have a big kitchen. Even though I've actually got 4 kids and a husband, I've only got 3 kids living at home now. But you know, for a long time, I had a lot of kids here. I was cooking quite a bit. Hold on, let me put the camera here. I can look at the camera and talk to you. I'm just rinsing things off. Yes, I've got to keep up, you know, that's the thing with the kitchen. If I let everything pile up, then it just gets overwhelming and I can't, when I don't have any place to cook anymore. So I don't have a huge kitchen. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm very, very happy where I live. I have a lovely place. The kitchen can be a bit bigger or have a bit more surfaces to work on. But anyway, it forces me to try and be tidy, even though I'm not always, you know. I find it really difficult to keep the clutter down with a big family. It's not easy. I mean, not that I want to give myself excuses, but there you go. I do anyway. So the Thermomix, let's rinse this. It's actually really easy to clean if you clean it straight away. But if you let everything stick and you let it stand for too long, it gets disgusting. So hey, again, if you're watching this live or if you're watching the replay, I don't know who would want to watch this replay, but anyway, if you're watching this live, let me know, where are you tuning in from, right? Where are you watching from? What country are you in? And do you have to cook gluten-free? Do you have celiac disease? Are you just eating gluten-free by choice because it's better for your gut? Let me know, really, let me know. I'd love to know. I want to create more videos that help people. So, you know, let me know. I'd love to know. Okay, that's done. So now my next thing, as I was saying, my next step is to, what's my next step? What's the most urgent? Most urgent is to make the salad dressing for lunch, I think. That's what it is. Or the chicken marinade. Now, I'm going to marinate the chicken first, okay? So, there you go. First thing I made was the dough for the buckwheat bread. We'll see how this turns out tomorrow. I'll make a short video to show everyone. I really do hope it will be nice. Anyway, so we're going to get back here. And I'm going to make a marinade for the chicken. Let me take you here. We'll take the chicken. It's in the fridge. There you go. Well, obviously the chicken's in the fridge, right? I got some chicken thighs here with the bone on. And I'm actually following the recipe of an amazing guy. I can't remember his name. He's in the US. I think he's of Persian origin, makes amazing food. He is called, his channel, you can go and check it out. It's called Shred Happens. Shred Happens. And it's pretty amazing. He makes all these like low carb, gluten-free recipes. I don't think he has to be gluten-free, but he had to lose weight. He makes all these weight loss recipes. Now, I don't have to lose weight, but I do like to eat low carb because I find it's better for my brain and my mental health as well. And so I try to keep the carbs low. And of course, I have to eat gluten-free. So he has amazing recipes. So let's look at. I've written the ingredients down because I thought I'm going live. I've got to write the ingredients down. Normally, when I'm just on my own, I'm not live. I just come and go to the computer to check the ingredients. But this time I made a little list because I thought, I can't keep coming off camera. Hey, if you're tuning in, I'm cooking gluten-free just for my family. I'm going to marinate some chicken thighs. They're inside here, you can see. And then I'm going to make a salad dressing. And let me know where you're tuning in from. Do you have celiac disease? Do you just eat gluten-free by choice? Let me know. Welcome to this channel, by the way. So let's go on with the next bit. I'm going to take a bowl. I'm going to go and grab a bowl. I'm going to take you with me because I don't want you to think that I've completely disappeared, right? So I'm going to grab a bowl in there. And we're going to prepare this chicken marinade. So what he says is, I need olive oil. I'll grab that. So olive oil, I've got extra virgin olive oil. No, I've got virgin olive oil, not extra virgin olive oil. God, the cost of everything is going up, right? So I keep kind of, cutting corners with things. So olive oil, tomato paste, right? That's just pure tomato and a bit of salt in there. I need some garlic, which I've got here. I need a lemon, which I've got here. And, I need paprika, oregano, salt and pepper. Hold on, let me grab that. And cayenne pepper. So let me grab that. Cayenne pepper is here. Oregano is here. And paprika is here. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through what I'm doing, and maybe you can just see it here. So I'm going to double this because I've got 8 chicken thighs in there, quite a lot. So I am going to take the spoons. I'll tell you a funny story. Well, not a funny story, actually a nice story. My dad, who died 2 years ago, he bought me these in the US because here in Switzerland, we don't have these. My dad used to live in the United States, in Florida. And one day when he came to visit, years ago, like maybe 20 years ago, I said, can you bring me some measuring spoons? I mean, nowadays I could order them on Temu or on Amazon. But a long time ago, these didn't really exist, right? They weren't a thing. So he brought them to me and I use them almost every day. And it always makes me think of my dad. And that's good because I love my dad a lot, very much. He was a complicated man, but he was lovely. So I'm going to put 6 tablespoons of olive oil to marinate this chicken, okay? Whoa, that's a lot of olive oil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's actually quite a lot, my God. I hope it'll be okay. But yeah, I've got a lot of chicken. It's just that it's quite greasy, isn't it, chicken? Then I need 4 tablespoons of tomato paste. So let's do that. So I don't know where you get your tomato pastes, what it looks like when you get it from the shop. Here in Switzerland, we get it in a tube like that. I've got to open the tube. And there you go. That's what it looks like. You see, just pure tomato paste. I don't know how they do that, by the way. I have no idea. How do you make tomato paste? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I never thought of that before. So another 2. And then I've got to start cooking some sausages for my kids because I think they're hungry. In fact, I'm hungry too. I haven't had breakfast. And it's nearly 11 o'clock. Okay, that's done. Now, do you know what? I'm lazy to do the garlic. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to put garlic powder. Because honestly, I don't have a lot of time. I've got to go to the gym later on. So instead of, he said 4 to 5 minced garlic cloves. If I double that, that would be like 8 to 10. So I'm just going to put half a tablespoon of garlic powder and hope for the best. What do you think? That work? I hope it will. Okay. So that's done. Now I also need, oh God, I need 2 tablespoons of paprika and oregano. So I'll recap the ingredients in a minute if you want them. Let me just grab my other one. So 2 tablespoons of paprika. 1, 2. Yeah, I'll recap this. This is not my recipe. Oh, apologies. This is a recipe from a guy who's got a YouTube channel called Shred Happens. Amazing cook. Really amazing recipes. So that, and then the oregano. 2 tablespoons of oregano. 1, just dried oregano, right? I'm taking. Okay. And then we want half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. That's quite strong, right? Quite, it's going to make it quite spicy. Woo. But let's go for it. That'll be nice. And I need some normal pepper, some salt. I don't know. I'm just winging it with the salt. We'll see. I just hope for the best. We can always add salt, right? So I don't want to put too much on. Okay. So now all I need is the lemon. I'm going to wash the lemon. Always wash a lemon, by the way. Sorry, I'm talking from here. Always wash a lemon before you zest it, because you want to, get rid of as many chemicals as you can. And then I'm going to take my little zester. I've got a little thing for the lemon zest. Where is it? Oh my God, I can't find it. Can't find it. Oh, there it is. There it is. There you go. That's the lemon zester. This was given to me by a very good friend of mine, my friend Olivia. She gave it to me years ago. Sadly, I'm not in touch with Olivia anymore. And Olivia, if you're watching this, I miss you and I think every day. I don't know, for some reason, Olivia is not in touch with me anymore, and I don't know what I've done wrong, which is not very nice, So as I say, Olivia, if you're watching this, my Livy, I love you. I'm thinking of you. I'd love for you to be in touch or reply to my messages. But anyway, this is about gluten-free cooking, not about my sob stories of my best friend not talking to me anymore, right? This never happened to me before. I don't know. Have you ever had a best friend who just suddenly stopped talking to you? This never happened to me before. Anyway. But there you go. Every time I use the zester, I think of my friend Olivia. Because with so many good times cooking together, Even before I cooked gluten-free, I always loved cooking. I really, really did. Always loved cooking. So there you go. Okay, whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to start frying up sausages for my kids because they get to be really hungry. So we get to turn this on. There you go. Okay. There you go. Okay, so now I've got to juice this lemon. Bear with me for a sec. Got to take this and then this. There you go. Now I've got to cut the lemon. So I'm basically adding the juice of one lemon for this marinade. And I'm going to recap everything I put in there. Just give me a minute, okay? Oh, there you go. Got to use these biceps to juice the lemon, right? There we go. I think it's going to be nice. So I'm going to marinate this chicken the whole day. Give me a minute to wash my hands. Just a sec. There you go. Okay. So, I have now got a nice marinade ready. So, inside here, I have put, what have I put? 6 tablespoons of olive oil, 4 tablespoons of tomato puree. I've put about 1 tablespoon of what? Of a powdered garlic. Sorry, I've just got to take the butter so the sausages don't burn. Let me do that. Yeah, I've put, so I was supposed to put fresh garlic, but I took the lazy way out, and I actually used some powdered garlic. So yeah, 1 tablespoon of powdered garlic. Sorry. There you go. And then I'll put the zest and the juice of 1 lemon, some salt and pepper, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 2 tablespoons of oregano, dried oregano, and half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And now, bear with me a minute, it's going to make a noise. Just mixing it all up, okay? So actually tastes really nice. Smells really nice, I mean. So this is quite a thick marinade sauce, right? And I'm going to now put this on my chicken, okay? So, let me just check up on the sausages. Can you see me? Oh yeah, you can. Hey, let me know in the comments, where are you watching from? I would love to know. You know, let me know. And also, let me know if you're eating gluten-free as well, okay? I'd love to know. So now I'm going to put this marinade, coat the chicken with it, and put it back in the fridge for the day, okay? So what I've got here, I'll show you. Let me turn the camera. So you see, I've got chicken thighs, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the marinade all over it. Hold on, let me just do this. And you see, you can see, there you go. My dog's barking, don't worry about it. So I'm just going to keep it simple, pour it all over, and coat the chicken in this. And I'll show you what it looks like in a minute, actually. Why don't I put the camera nicely like that? Because there's not much point in it being. So I'll just do that. And again, coat the chicken. Don't be shy. You can comment. You can tell me if I look ridiculous, if you hate this, if you love it, if you'd want something different. Let me know. I'm used to go on camera. I will take no offense whatsoever at whatever you say. But I'd love to know who's watching, what you're doing, where are you from, you know, what are you up to in your life, how do you feel today, all that stuff. So let's coat this chicken in this lovely marinade. Oh my God, it looks really nice actually. And apparently, according to the recipe guy from Shred Happens, he said this makes for really nice, juicy, tasty chicken. I'll put it, you know, I'll put it in the oven later on. So there you go. It certainly smells really nice. And this will be our evening meal tonight. I'm going to make that with aubergines and probably rice or potatoes. I'm not 100% sure. Depends a bit on my kids and what they want. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera and show you what it looks like. There you go. You see? It's really all nicely coated. And now I'm just going to close this, put the lid on it, and put it in the fridge so that it just stays cool and clean. Obviously, very important with chicken. You keep it in the fridge and then cook it right away. So you don't want any bad stuff developing with chicken. And then I'm going to move on to the next bit, the salad. And then I'll say goodbye because, well, I'll have to go to the gym. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm going to go to my fridge. I'll say hi. So, let's do that. Okay, and now, while I'm at it, okay, so here I got some sausages cooking, and that's for my children. I have one child who's still, well, two children really who homeschooled. So one of them is in his science class right now, and he's about to come down and he's hungry. And my daughters are going to have this as well as a sort of thing, almost breakfast and lunch at this all together, right? So now what I need to do is I'm going to make a big salad for lunch. There's going to be green salad and tuna fish in it because I like that. That makes me feel quite good. So I'm going to have to make a salad dressing. So I make most of my food from scratch. Like I don't buy ready-made salad dressing or anything like that. I make it from scratch. Because we're all eating at different times today, I think I'm going to make the salad dressing in a container. I'm not going to mix the salad because, you know, once you put salad dressing on green salad, it gets all lumpy, doesn't it? It gets all floppy, floppy, not lumpy, floppy. So I'm going to make the salad dressing and then I will make little individual bowls and we'll just add the salad dressing. That way we can all eat at different times, because we're a family with all kinds of different timetables. You know, I'm going to eat really soon and then I'm going to go to the gym. And my kids will eat later because they've got different timetables. They didn't get up as early as me. They don't go to the gym at the same time as I do, etc., etc. Now you have the full story of my life, right? So, should we make salad dressing? You happy with that? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Come on. You guys are shy, honestly. You've got to comment, right? You've got to let me know. Where are you watching from? Do you eat gluten-free? What recipes do you want me to make? Right? I want to make more recipes for this channel. What do you want me to make? Let me know. Okay, now we get to take... what are we going to take? I'm going to take... You know what? I'm going to take I'm going to take this container. I'm going to make a nice big batch of sauce, of salad dressing, that we can then individually put on our salad. How does that sound? Yeah? I'm beginning to think the sound on this live is not working because nobody's commenting. Maybe you can't hear a thing of what I'm saying. Now, wouldn't that be awful, right? So, I do that, and then I'll let you all go, I promise. Not that you have to watch. Oh, you see, I told you somebody would come and ring on the doorbell. Okay, I'm going to go and open the door. I'll be back in a few minutes. Yes, Nelly. Yes, no, Nelly. Ah, Nelly, stop. Bonjour, monsieur. Super, je vous laisse vous débrouiller. Excellent, merci. Je ferme la porte à cause du chien, mais si vous avez besoin de tout. It's just for the adoucisseur d'eau. It's okay. I'm live on YouTube. So this is the beast who was barking like crazy at the door. Hey, she's called Nelly. And she's our little guard dog. She's ridiculously small. Look at this. She's absolutely tiny, only 2 kilos. But she's a good guard dog. She barks a lot. Anyway, let's get back to the salad dressing. Better wash my hands as I've handled the dog. I'll be back. Okay, there you go. So, for my salad dressing, homemade salad dressing, I do what my grandmother used to do all those years ago. I'll tell you what I use. So, I have all these things. So, I put some some sunflower oil. Now, I know seed oils are not very good, but it's neutral oil. I don't cook it, and yeah, there you go. I use it for my salad dressing. I use sunflower oil. I use white vinegar and a little bit of this. Now, I know this is not really clean. It's kind of, it's not soy sauce, or tamari sauce rather, right? Gluten-free, we've got to have tamari sauce. It's a kind of liquid seasoning that really tastes nice. And you've got to be careful if you use liquid seasoning. Really look at the ingredients, because sometimes it's got hidden gluten in it. This one doesn't, but actually I've got to remind myself to check the ingredients regularly, because sometimes they suddenly change the ingredients and it's actually got gluten in it. But anyway, this one is clean, it's fine. So I use this. I put some mustard as well, just some Dijon sort of mustard type thing. And then I add a little bit of cream to get it all to liaise together. Sometimes I put a drop of honey, liquid honey as well. I find it makes it taste nice. But anyway, I'm going to show you how I do this. And I'm actually going to triple what I would normally make. I'm going to make a big quantity that we can have some for the next day or two. So, first thing I do is, hold on a minute, I put about 2 tablespoons of this, right? So 1, 2, roughly. I'm quite an instinctive cook. So when I post my recipes, obviously I've measured everything carefully. When I just do it like that, I tend to wing it a bit. Maybe I shouldn't tell you this, right? Okay, so then this is roughly a tablespoon. I'm going to put, so normally for one portion I would put 3. So I'm going to put 3 times 4. I'm going to 4 times this. So I've got to put 12, right? So let me count. I'll stop talking. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's a lot of oil. But anyway. Okay. Then the vinegar. Now vinegar. Hello, Abdullah. Hello, lovely to see you. Finally, somebody's commenting. Abdullah, where are you watching from? Where in the world are you? Are you somewhere in the Middle East? Or are you in Europe like me? Or are you in England, in the UK? Where are you? Let me know. Anybody else who wants to say hi, please let me say hi. You get a special mention. I'm only going to do this live for another 10 minutes maximum, probably only 5 more minutes. So now is your chance if you want to comment. This balsamic vinegar, I'm going to put 2 spoons. I don't put too much because it's quite strong. So 1 small one and another small one. Then I'll put my liquid seasoning that, as I say, you have to check that it's gluten-free. And that I'm going to put also 2 small spoons. It's quite salty. It's one of the only really not clean thing that I use. You know, I shouldn't, but I do. Then I'm going to add some cream. So this is single cream, and I'll add, what I do is I'll add 4 spoons, and then I'll mix it, and then I'm going to taste it. And if it's too strong, too tangy, then I'll have to add some cream. And if it's not tasty enough, I have to add some liquid seasoning. So now I'm just going to mix it. Look, you see? So mixing it, woo, do you see it? Mixing it, so it basically makes it come all together. And again, sometimes I add a bit of sugar, of honey, of liquid honey, but I am really trying to keep my sugar levels very low, so I will skip the liquid honey for today. Okay, let's taste it. I need a bit more liquid seasoning. It's a bit too vinegary. And a little bit more cream. It's hard to tell. Just got to, it depends, you know, what you like. Now, depending on the salad, I also make a salad which is just olive oil, balsamic vinegar, a little bit of lemon juice, salt and pepper. That's delicious. But it depends on the type of salad that I'm making. It's still too tangy. I think I put too much vinegar. So I'm just adding a bit of liquid seasoning and again a bit of cream just to make it a bit more salty and a bit less tart. I think this will do the trick. Yeah, it's delicious. Ah, my goodness, it's lovely. It's super nice. Okay, So now that's ready. So I'm going to do a quick recap. Hold on a minute. Let me wash my hands. So, quick recap today. I prepared, and I'm going to give you an update on this yesterday. So I started in this live by showing you how I'm testing a recipe of buckwheat bread. Only buckwheat, nothing else. This is a recipe I've seen online, I've seen on YouTube, loads of people make it. You just take buckwheat, you soak it overnight, then you drain it, then you blend it with salt and some water. You let it stand for another 24 hours. I have to wait until tomorrow, and then I'm going to cook it. So I'll keep you posted tomorrow. We'll see. I'm dubious. To be honest, at this stage, I think it can't be that nice. But we'll try, right? So at the moment, it's just there. I showed the process at the beginning of this live. You can watch the beginning of the video if you want to. So I basically blended it, and it's kind of starting to bubble. I think there's sort of natural fermentation that's happening. So I'm very curious to see how this works out. In fact, I'd really like to just cook it now, but I'm going to respect the recipe. Otherwise, if it doesn't taste nice and I haven't followed the recipe, I can't complain that it doesn't taste nice, right? So I'm sticking to that. So that's going to be there, staying in the corner. I'm going to cover it, and I'm going to leave it for today. Then I went on to prepare a chicken marinade, because tonight we're making chicken thighs with some aubergines and some rice or potatoes. I'm not quite sure yet. And so I wanted to marinate the chicken. I followed the recipe by Shred Happens, and I mixed some spices and olive oil and tomato paste. And the chicken is now marinating in the oven, and hopefully then I'll bake it in the no, it's marinating in the fridge. Apologies, but tonight I will bake it in the oven and make a little sauce. Just follow Shred Happens recipe. Make a little sauce with Greek yogurt, sriracha sauce, and mix it and some herbs. Should be really nice. So that's for tonight. And for lunch, sort of breakfast for me, because I haven't broken my fast yet. So it's going to be a breakfast lunch for me, like a brunch. I've prepared a salad dressing. I'm going to make green salad with tuna fish. I'm also frying some sausages for my kids, so they'll have sausages as well. They will have, you know, gluten bread and stuff like that. But I'm going to stick to the salad and leftover rice from yesterday, because I'm going to go to the gym, so I do need carbohydrates before the gym. Otherwise, I'm going to faint. I'm not going to feel well. So I'll eat the veggies first, the veggies and the protein first. That keeps my sugar levels nice and steady, and I feel a lot better mentally. And then I have the rice as well. That all keeps it all nice, gluten-free, nice and clean, nice and tasty. I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to stop now because I've got to eat, and then I've got to go to the gym. Thank you so much for watching. This was a first for me. If you thought this was useful, please let me know in the comments. If you want a particular video, please let me know in the comments, because I'm really trying to grow this channel. I want to, well, share what I know and help people along the way. And if you want my best gluten-free bread tips, you can click the link in the description of this video. I've got a free kind of guide that I put together. You can have, you just pop your email address in so that my automation can send you the guide. It's not a trick or anything. I'm not going to spam you or anything like that. It's just that I need to be able to send you the guide, right? So that's it. And then you know, when I publish a new video or something, I can send you a little email. But if you don't want to stay on the email list, you don't have to. You can unsubscribe if you don't want to. Okay, so that's that. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day and speak soon. Bye for now.